Maybe Kendrick might see this and you can get a job with him.
I'm actually trying to work at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium so I can get into this concert come April. I just want to be at the concession stand and dip
You can't just buy a
off one.
ticket.
No, I can't. No.
Living in the ghetto.
Oh, I see that y'all coming for Kendrick. I see that y'all coming for Kendrick without even knowing the facts, but it's okay, right?
Kendrick talks black people power.
No, you're going up for Drake as
choosing a black woman. He did not.
But you're taking up for Drake, who doesn't even lay down with anyone who's darker
I'm taking up
than his darker than a brown paper
I
bag.
said I'm a Proverb 31.
Oh, Robert said you a problem 31, not Proverb.
Here we go. This is where me and you veer off from. This is where me and you veer off. We in church today. Pull up the next scripture, child. You got a screw top? You got a screw top?
Yes, anyone who wants some cheap wine and they want a good look, a lot of percent. This is 16%. And when I tell you,
what is that? What is that?
I don't know, but it's getting me. It's if you got a Kroger's, Kagari's.
Great. What did I say? Great what? Your bottle literally says grape red. You know that's no damn Fanta cherry one.
You get over there.
Welcome to another episode of the What Was Said podcast. I'm your girl, Meloney P.
And this is your boy, Simba, a.k.a.
Why I always start the show scratching? Like, people gonna think I'm not taking a bath.
I mean, we got to be transparent with our viewers. They may want to know our personal lives and how we actually, you know. So it seems like you're not taking baths. Is that what you're starting to show off with?
Could you imagine, like, TMZ or, like, E taking that blurb and just making a whole big Meloney P from the What Was Said podcast no longer babes. Jesus.
At all. That would be a serious soundbite.
That would be so awful. I would be so embarrassed, but I probably
I thought it was probably a ghost or something in there.
Oh.
We say I plead the blood.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm still here. I'm in the land of the living.
You say that every week like you surprised that you're still here.
You gotta be thankful. You gotta be thankful. But what I'm not necessarily here for is this up and down when it comes to the weather. One minute is hot, next minute is cold. Rain and cold just mixed together. I'm just like, come on now. But today it was raining this morning. When it was down, heard it beating up against the window pane. What's the one song? But anyways, I was relaxed as I was doing my work. So today was pretty good.
So it rained pretty bad where you was?
It rained majority of the morning, all morning, but it wasn't like bad, but it was just drizzling to where it just set the mood for a calmness, and I was able to get my work done, you know.
Do you like, relations when it rains? Is that a thing for you?
I mean, it does bring out that intimacy, that cuddle type weather. So you do want to kind of big spoon, little spoon, however you want to do it. Eat, don't eat, but yeah.
Are you like a romantic, are you like a romantic? How we always go here, but are you like a romantic? Like, do you like the sound of the rain, the thunder, and like, are you like that? Or are you just more of a whim bam?
No, I am a hopeless romantic. I am definitely a hopeless romantic. When I tell you, I love all of Jennifer Love Hewitt. Jesus.
The white
Jesus, wait,
Where's that child?
Jennifer Lopez. I love a lot of I love a lot of Jennifer Lopez. Her little movies that she got. Then also too when it comes to I love her movies.
You're referencing Jennifer Lopez as you say you're a hopeless romantic, and
she got a lot of not her personal life, but her fairy tale life on screen. That's what I adore. Then also too, Queen Latifah. I love all Queen Latifah's movies, especially those romantic ones. They actually get me out of my funk. Like when I'm feeling down and sad or whatever, I literally go to. What was that movie with her and LL Cool J? Last Holiday or something like that?
Oh, that's like a comedy, right?
I love it's a comedy, but it's at the same time it's like a little romantic one as well. But that lifts my spirits. That's just me. I'm just a hopeless romantic. But yes, I like the whole intimate.
For you to be a hopeless romantic, you reference the most unromantic reference.
Jennifer Lopez got a lot of good romantic movies.
I don't
And
know.
Queen Latifah, she got quite a few.
I know, but I don't know. But anyway,
Yes.
how are you doing? How was your weekend, child? I feel like I ain't talked to you in hours.
Okay, not hours, not days, but weekend was good. I actually took time out to detail my own truck.
Oh wow!
For a while, I was riding around, and you probably could have wrote your name in the back window. But I said,
One
you
of
know
those.
what? Yeah, it was one of those times. But I went ahead and got my stuff together, and I felt good about it. I
So
felt
all
like
you did
I
all weekend was
achieved
wash
something.
your car. That sounds so sad.
Washed my car, and went to the gym. That was about it. Chill. I mean, there's not too
So
much you can do without having to pay and come
I
out your
know, but
pocket.
so are you the kind of person that on the weekends? I know you're a little bit older, so I might not be able to relate. But like, are you the kind of person that on the weekends you just want to rest? I just spit so much. I just spit. This mic is gonna.
If your dentures are running loose to where you are spitting, we understand because of your old age. However, for me on the weekends, I do like to take care of, those errands I couldn't run throughout the week.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I like to chill. I like to relax. Yeah,
Let's
whatever, 20 and
chill.
30s, I'll be up and going. Just,
Baby, let's settle
turn them up.
down. That's beautiful. Did
What about
you?
yourself? Do you like to, do you stay in the house all the time for the weekends? Or do
No.
you,
What do I do? So Saturday.
hold on, you got FOMO, don't you? Fear of missing out. Like you got to do something.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I know this is
Mhm.
not on the topic, and this is kind of in left field, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta premiered, right? And I'm
Mhm.
sure you didn't watch it or whatever,
No,
but
I actually watched it because I said just in case you ask, let me be on point. But I
look at
watched
you
it.
getting to know who I am and my needs and my desires. Look at you. Okay, so it was a scene where Shamia and Portia met up at a strip club, had double
Hmm.
shots, and was just
Yes.
laughing and being so jovial. And I was like, "Oh my god, I miss this!" Like, first of all, I was
Hmm.
like, "Can I please be their friends?" Because they are so much fun, or they appear to be so much fun. You know what I'm saying? They was
Appear.
having so much
Yes.
fun. They was taking double shots. They was talking about the strippers' bodies. Nobody was taking,
Clapping.
clapping. No one was taking themselves too seriously. It was just fun. And I
Hmm.
was like, I feel like I said this last episode. I'm just really in need of like a fun night out where like the drinks are flowing, the fun is had, you know?
But I need it to be like a couple of days, like put together. Like I
Oh,
need to be able to go in on one
I
day and
know.
relax the next day. Like that's
Oh
what I
my
need right
God.
now.
That sounds like I
It
need
do.
that. I need that. But this
It
weekend
do.
I took Bailey to her first birthday party and it was like really, really cool.
Hey.
We had so much fun. And then Saturday night, I didn't really do I worked on my podcast, whatever, all night
Hmm.
long, child. And then Sunday, I don't think I did nothing Sunday.
You do anything?
I don't think
You
so.
Bedside Baptist? You didn't go to church?
Uh, I went to church. Now I didn't go physically, but I went
Hmm.
virtually.
You went virtually. Which one? Who?
And you know what church I went to, right?
What did he talk about?
Do
What
you
did
know
your
what church
man
I
of
went?
God talk? I'm not going to
Do you know the
satisfy.
pastor of the church I went to?
I'm not going to satisfy
Do you
you,
know the pastor of the church, Pastor Jamal
Maul
Bryant?
Brian.
Wait, hold on. I got.
First off, did you even listen to the message, or did you just? Oh, it's Jamal Bryant, so I'm just gonna just stay there.
I always listen. I always
Hmm.
listen to the message. I'm a woman. I believe a man
Okay.
should be a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he does a great job of leading his flock. And I listen to what he says. Like I listen to what he says. Like I love his facts. I love his comedy. I love his facts. I love his everything. You know,
You like it all.
I love it all.
So when you do go, you're gonna try to be in the first row.
I'm not a Jezebel.
Okay, because I didn't want you to move the first lady out the way. I did not want. I feel
She's
like you would have
look,
did
she's
that.
still new. The ribbon's still coming off her packaging. Okay. Yeah. I hope and pray honestly that they are together. This is his final marriage. This is her final marriage,
Yeah.
and that they're together, for a good amount of time. But you know what? We have some interesting topics tonight. Are you ready to get into them?
Yeah, I am
But are
ready.
you ready to get into our viewer question?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with the viewer question. What do we have this time? Are we pulling from the yellow box? Is that what we're doing today? Are we doing something?
Do you want to pull from the yellow box? Are you nervous about the viewer question? I feel like you're getting a little bit nervous.
Let's go with the viewer question. Let's see what they got.
Y'all. So I watched this podcast that it's called, what is it called? Behind the Likes podcast. And one of the girls I love, she's so
Mhm.
funny, she's so cool, but she's been getting a lot of flack because she made a comment
Mm-hmm.
and said that if she found out that her boyfriend, her husband, her fiance had been with a man, she specifically said had given oral to a man in the past, like in his
Mm-hmm.
past, that she would not want to be with him. And
Mm.
it's like now she is so afraid on her podcast to talk about these type of subjects, and people are giving her so much backlash. And I really
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on this, because I was sitting here thinking, like, first of all, why is that such a thing for people to like? People have been harassing her and have been threatening her in her comments just because she said that.
So her
And
guy did. Her guy did. This is something she
no,
found out about her.
no, somebody's man did, and she made the
Okay.
comment that if her man did that, it'd be a wrap.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so the question was, it was a couple of questions with this.
Question
Like,
is,
do you agree with this? Number one. And number two, like, why is there a double standard? Because I feel like on the flip side, if a woman had a little bit of lesbian honest experiences in the
I
past,
kissed a
it
girl.
wouldn't be this. So it's
No,
like,
it wouldn't be.
what is it giving?
Hold on. First off, so why were they even mad at her for bringing it
I don't
up? Like, I
know.
don't.
I do not know. Like, they were literally threatening her in the comments.
Golly.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was her thought? She said it was. She
She
said she
was
wouldn't
scared
do
to
it.
even- a question came up that was related to the LGBTQ community, and she was scared to even answer because she was like, she was getting death threats and shit stuff like that.
But
in
she
her
wouldn't do it though. Like, if that would be a
comment.
red flag for her, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes,
Okay.
it'd be a wrap for her in her relationship.
And I can't fault her for that. If
Mhm.
that's her opinion, if that's her preference, if that's how she feels, definitely. No one shouldn't come at her just because, she felt a certain way.
Mhm.
Honestly, to be quite honest, for the women out there that may be kind of hesitant and may say, hey, you know what, I can't do that. That won't be me. Just know, like, there's a lot of lesbian, how can I say, samplers out there that may not have, went on to be a full lesbian. You tried it, you kissed a girl, you snuck a feel or whatever when you was little or, younger,
Mhm.
and that happened and you moved on. Just understand, I mean, that can happen with guys too. And then also too, you might not even know you already dated somebody who was, you just don't know. They just didn't say. But for
Would it
me,
be a deal breaker? Like, should it be a deal breaker?
I can't tell someone that it shouldn't or it should,
Mm.
because I know for me, I don't. This may seem a little weird, but for me, if there's a guy out there that I'm interested in, we start talking, and I see or I know that they love females as well. They're bisexual. I'm good. I'm not
Right.
stepping over there. I don't need to go over there. I don't feel threatened at all.
Mhm.
It's just that I don't need to be involved in any back and forth, no yo-yo with my feelings. I've been
Mhm.
there before with, when it came to youth pastors, all of a sudden they get this bright light, oh, let me go somewhere else. That'd be my hesitancy when it comes to men that, wouldn't mind being in a relationship with women. I don't have time to deal with that. Make up your mind if that's what you want to do, or if you want to be with somebody because that don't mind you going back and forth, then that's fine. But I couldn't do it.
I think it's just a real sticky situation, literally, no pun
Yeah, it is.
intended. I asked myself that question. If I found out that my man or my husband, this was actually a episode on Insecure for those who watch Insecure, but like, if I found out that the love of my life had sucked a couple of D's in his past,
Why a couple?
I mean, you can't just do one. You can't just do one.
Once you pop the gates out.
If that was love of my life, I think that it would be a conversation. I think that it would be a conversation because I don't know. I just, to me, it's not an automatic like, oh, leave, get out the house, we're divorced. No, I think that it would be a conversation, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's why you have to be very intentional about the partners that you choose, because things are going to happen. Now, this is a little bit more on the extreme side, but I just feel like, yeah, be careful with who you choose and make sure that you're choosing somebody that you can have open, healthy,
Yeah.
honest communication with.
And that's all. And you hit right on the spot. That's basically what it is. As long as you're open and transparent, and forthcoming, then start the relationship off right. Start getting to know someone off right. Don't hide it. Don't surprise nobody. But I can say this:
Mhm.
there are those out there who like both sex if I'm interested in you, you are a female, that's where my eyes are. My eyes aren't going anywhere else. I know of people like this, and you shouldn't feel threatened. So, I mean, I understand both sides. Some may feel threatened. Some may just don't want to get involved with the drama just in case they got to watch out for more than just that one sex they thought they had to watch out for that partner of theirs. But yeah, just be transparent, be open.
Yeah, be transparent, child. Be transparent, Like, this is why it's good to have question and answer sessions when you're meeting somebody. And, it sounds, I feel like people will argue that it sounds a bit outlandish and far-fetched, but we live in a very different society now, which is nothing wrong with that. And I just feel like you have to ask those questions, man or woman. You have to ask those questions,
You have to. But real quick, let's see what we got going on in the comments. We have a lot of people showing
they're
up.
They're blowing up, child.
Okay, so we're gonna start from the top. I want to say, hey, grown men talking.
Hey, grown men talking. Make sure you guys watch. What is it called? Meet to Marry. Oh my God, season 2 has been taped, and y'all, season 2 is crazy,
and it looks good.
Season 2 is crazy.
It looks good. Yes. Also, too, Shauna, she's saying hi to everyone. Stephanie. Hey, what's up, Stephanie?
Oh, hey, Steph.
Let's see. Keep going. What's Shauna say? It rained most of the day and it was cold. Ew. Okay. Yeah.
Shawana, do you like to have intimacy in the rain? Let us know in the comments.
Rain down on me. Let's see what else we got on here.
I like what Shawana said here. She said exactly, I feel like I've dated a couple who've liked or dabbled.
And it's a pot you won't really know unless somebody say something. But like you said, ask those questions, be transparent. And there's nothing wrong if that is a red flag of yours. Don't allow specific people to bully you into feeling a certain way. Hell no. If you don't want a man that on a little bit of, it's just not your thing.
Yeah. Stephanie said, please tell me up front and let me decide. But how would you, like, you're saying tell me up front. What if they don't see nothing wrong with it? And, you might want to ask them up front, y'all. You never know.
Yeah, this is true. Hey, Sky. Now, did you get your...
Ooh. 3 months later, child.
But I think Scott said thank you. So I know you got your gift, for those who are wondering. Yes, we do give gifts. And it took some time. There was a delay in the package delivery service.
You call it a gift?
Yeah, it was.
I don't think you call it a gift because a gift. I mean, you don't have to work for a gift. You had to work for this. A prize.
No, yeah.
Is that different? Is a prize different from a gift? I think a prize is different from a gift.
I feel like they're the same.
No, right? I'm gonna gift you a Christmas.
Well, yeah, prize.
A prize you gotta earn. You gotta
work.
Win.
Gotta work for it. Yeah.
I want y'all to come here watching, thinking that we just giving away shit.
Right. That part. Hold on. So, grown men talking says, Mel, if that was you, you'll get in all types of trouble.
I don't know what that means.
Are we still referring to what you just?
But if what was me?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know that.
Dang, explain, because I feel like we need to go in on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you were already down here with the comments.
What are you talking about?
No, because you had already put up there exactly. I feel like I've dated a couple from Shauna.
Got it. But that's you that I already did something that you were wanting to do.
Oh, talking about going out.
All right, y'all. So we have. Are you drinking that Fanta cherry wine, y'all, again? Or is that
he just replied back saying, I was talking about going out. I'm drinking some chocolate wine, actually.
Ew!
I know.
In the toilet as soon as this wraps up.
No, not that time. I don't think it has anything else.
Chocolate wine?
Yeah, chocolate wine would be fine.
That sounds awful. You be having like all the flavors of wine. You had the grape, now you got the chocolate. What's gonna be next?
I don't know. We're gonna have to do a taste test soon.
Ooh, no, I don't want no Fanta wine. I don't want no chocolate milk. You can keep that over there. Look, this ain't never gonna end.
Okay.
One of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No, I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of my favorites has passed away. So I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I can't technically say that he was my favorite, but Tony Tone was my favorite. Raphael Sadiq is actually my favorite, but that's neither here nor there. I feel like I am doing a horrible job of giving this man his flowers.
For him to be your favorite, I'm just saying.
Well, he's not my favorite. The group is my favorite, and Raphael Sadiq is actually my favorite.
What a send off we're doing.
I know. I get nervous when it talks about this kind of stuff. I always mess it up. But Dwayne Wiggins, member of the New Jack Swing Pioneers, Tony. Oh my God, why am I smiling? He died at 64. He has passed away at 64. Dwayne Wiggins was one of the founding members of Oakland 1990s group Tony, and he has passed at 64 due to a battle of bladder cancer.
Man, that's sad. I mean, that's sad. It's just definitely, I don't know if he was able to actually go get to the doctor, get checked out in time. I don't know if this is one of those things to where if you catch it in enough time, you can have it taken care of, or if this was something that he found out towards, the end stages of what he had. But definitely sad all the way around. I definitely encourage everyone to, especially men, if there's an issue, if something is off, go to the doctors. There's nothing wrong, especially if you got insurance. Just go. I go for the smallest stuff. Just go.
Yeah, I went and had my blood work checked out this Friday. They all came back great.
Yeah, you have to, because you never know what's necessarily going on in your body. So what music or what records do you remember from the group?
Okay, it's my anniversary. I like that. I like It Never Rains in Southern California. I like there's another one. What's the one from Higher Learning, from the Higher Learning soundtrack? I love you, Deja. Just give me all. Is that them? That's them, right? Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like you was about to sing "I Love You."
No, this is not Barney. Barney is still here. I really, really love Tony. I love their music. I love their genre of. Hold up. Why did she want to say, wait, he didn't die?
Oh my God. Did he not? Are we reporting false news? Mel, did he die?
He did. He passed away at 64.
Oh, okay.
He passed away.
Yeah.
64.
See, my emotions going up and down with this one segment. So he did pass.
Last you had me doing drugs. Now you talking about Dwayne Wiggins is no longer here, y'all. It's really, really sad. That is very scary that she put that with an exclamation point that he did not die.
Not with a question mark, but with an exclamation point.
Right, like he's passed away. I think he passed away actually on the 7th. I did not know that he had his hands in Destiny's Child music.
Oh wow, I didn't know that either. With which records?
Oh my God, I need to ask me that, and now I'm not prepared. Some of the early original Destiny's Child music. I don't know which song, but I know from the originals.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. I did not know that.
Shawana, girl, get it together. She said, y'all, I thought it was one of the members, not him. Lord Jesus.
Oh, blessed be the rock.
We'll let this slide this time, Shawana. But next time, make sure you fact check before you put and scare us, girl. Now, are you a fan of Tony?
The group, yeah, the group that he was in. And honestly, yeah, I was pretty much a fan of his. Like he was just
pretty much a fan of his.
I'm trying to gather and think whether or not if I was, and then once it registered and came about from the back to the front, I pretty much acknowledged that I'm pretty much
I just named some of his songs. We are really not on the. I sent your ass a song today too, and I don't think that you replied to that.
You sent me some worship song that was like a 5-second clip, and I was just like,
"That's not true." I sent you a whole Spotify song.
Yeah, a worship song. So that had nothing to do with him.
You're atheist.
Oh my God, no! I just want good music.
You said you didn't open it because it was a worship song.
No, I did not say that. You will not say that about me. But yeah, I heard 3 seconds of it. It was pretty good. It was all right.
Is there a reason why when I sing you music, you're not excited and you don't listen and you don't like see what it is?
Well, you're picking music.
I only send you music that is not in your normal music bank.
And there's probably a reason why it's not.
No, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, y'all, this next story is very, very sad. I talked about it briefly on my podcast, and I just want to get y'all's thoughts because it made me so, so, so sad, y'all. R. Kelly has popped up. He has popped up.
What the hell?
Where is he?
Mel.
What is happening?
I feel like you did something to my screen, Mel, man.
I didn't.
But no,
Y'all,
what about R. Kelly though?
As he prepares the clip because he's not ready.
That is not true. Don't do that to me. Go ahead.
Mike, like you're not ready. I see it right there, but I don't want to touch your stuff. I don't ever touch your stuff. Y'all, R. Kelly popped up on these white ladies podcast singing from the jail. And when I tell you, when I heard his voice on the other end singing, sounding defeated, I shed tears. Like I literally shed tears, Mike.
But my thing is, like, why would he even want to sing on the phone for somebody? Like, I wouldn't.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I ain't never heard this podcast. This is not even a popular podcast to my knowledge, unless it's just somebody who I don't be listening to. But he said that basically he came on there to sing happy birthday to someone. Sing happy birthday. They were, I guess happy and bobbing their head and doing a lot of laughter, which I didn't like. But it made me pose the question: is it time for this nigga to get out, child? Like, can we let him out?
I don't know. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Did he sing on it? Okay.
Yes. Please start from the beginning. This is very sad.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me.
Hello, I was called and told to sing happy birthday to somebody. What's up?
How are you?
I'm great. You ready?
Oh, you're gonna sing to us? Okay.
We are ready.
We're ready.
Standing here looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself. I should have known the day would come. Would find somebody else. And all the things I took her through. Shit, I shouldn't have lasted this long. Now I'm at this telephone booth, literally. Calling Tyrone when a woman said,
Hey.
matter how you big, no, it ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do.
La, da, 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 da.
Yay!
Oh, it was more. I went and played the end of it.
Terrible. That's not gonna happen. Stop singing.
Right.
I don't care where I'm at, as long as I'm alive. So I'm always singing. I'm always writing. I've written like 25 albums.
Oh.
Here, so, and right now I'm just working on getting back to what it is God gave me my talent to do.
Right.
That's what I'm waiting on right now. That's what I'm working on right now, which is coming really good. So,
well, that's awesome.
I'm using patience as a tactic right now.
Oh,
Said I know it is somebody's birthday tonight.
Wow.
Mike.
I didn't listen to the whole thing when I ran across it earlier.
Mike, what?
Yeah.
How did this make you feel? Like I'm like, am I being emotional? When I heard this for the first time, I had an influx of emotions. I was mad at how them girls was dancing and seemed so jolly. I wanted them to have something else other than just jolliness. And then just hearing his voice, I felt like his voice sounded like it just sounded defeated.
Yeah, he definitely sounded defeated. But it didn't sound defeated enough for me to want him to come out of jail. However, I mean, somebody else could have. I mean, he could have called into a different podcast. Did he even know who these folks were?
Rewind.
Yeah.
What do you mean it didn't sound good enough for you to want him to come out?
Oh, like what happened didn't change my mind of actually him coming out. But I do feel, a little empathy and sympathy for him because I know that's a different, path that he has taken that he didn't vision for himself. I just hope they put something on his books because that's wrong if he sung for them
in jail for the whole 30 years.
I mean, it's not for me to decide. I think the 12 jurors already decided that.
No. I'm asking you. You think that he should stay in jail for the full 30 years?
It's a possibility he can get out early.
No, I'm asking you. You think that what he is in jail for, he should be in jail for a full 30 years?
I don't know all the quite all of the charges that he got.
Give me a real PC answer right now. It's crazy.
No, well, I mean, he did some fucked up shit. Like, we can't sit here and make no excuses. He only been in there for what, like 5 years, if that.
I'm just really disappointed in that.
I mean, let him do 10, 12 years, and then we'll spin the block on this question. Because he needs some time to think about it.
He doesn't need time behind the jail cell like an animal. He needs rehabilitation. He doesn't need to be in jail for 30 years. I don't think he.
Well, if he goes to those programs, he can get rehabilitated. If he's steady sitting in his room, then he won't get rehabilitated. But yeah.
Oh my God, Mike, you are really a savage, child.
No, but for real talk. I mean, he done these things to these women. So it's like I can't fault, what happened to him. He's in there. He's just gonna have to. Patience, like he said, is a virtue to him right now. He's just going to have to find ways to pass the time. And if he does do,
let me ask you this: when you think about, and I hate to bring up race, but oh my God, Sky Blue said she with Mike. Ugh. There are a lot of people who are walking free. A lot of non-Black people who are walking free who have done worse than he has. Like, and you think that he should have to follow the law, but they shouldn't.
You're right. I mean, you have to take some type of accountability. He is someone that was in our community that destroyed others that were in our community that has further destroyed. No, he was. He himself went through some abuse in which he passed it on to others within our community by some of the things that he's done. So not only did he just pass it on for that one instance, but he has literally passed it down generations. So generations he need to stay inside that.
God. I'm really surprised at these comments agreeing with you. I really am. I'm really baffled.
Well, maybe if we spin the block like after 10, 12 years of him being in there, at least half the sentence, then we could think about it. But other than that, man, you got to be accountable.
I'm disappointed in all y'all in the comments and you, Mike, because it's just like this man has been in jail for what you said 5 years already.
I don't even. Yeah, it had to have been like 5 years by now. Yeah. Yeah, but you got to think of the things that he's done and what he was actually charged with. Like, we cannot just automatically minimize the people's hurt that he.
These comments are diabolical.
But I did not say I won't listen to his music. I didn't say that.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, shit, go to the next topic. I mean, shit, if you listen to his music, but keep him in jail, Mike, that's awful.
I'm just saying. And you know what? While he's in there, I feel as though that he could possibly do some telegrams because he needs some money on them books. And I don't feel it's right for him or those podcasters or whomever to try to call and not contribute to the books.
Y'all in the comments are tripping. He's done a lot. Like, so have other people. And I don't have their names because I'm not prepared for that. But I just feel like we should focus more so on rehabilitation, not locking people behind bars. Like this. And I'm not saying what he did was right, but there's a lot of layers to this and we don't have all night. But I feel like, first of all, he was a victim of assault when he was a child. I feel like a lot of these fans, a lot of these women have targeted him, and not to say that it is right what he did. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I'm just not with leaving him in jail. I just feel like let him out, give him rehabilitation. I mean, look at Elvis Presley. He had a whole wife who was 12 years old. I mean, or, allegedly. There's been a lot of these cases. Here's the thing, and I know y'all gonna come at me. When I take a look back, when I step back and look at it.
When I look back over my life.
He's gonna do that.
Sorry, go ahead.
When I look at the bigger picture, what song is this? What song is that, Mike?
I couldn't think of one, but go ahead.
When I look at the bigger picture, I just feel like, look at our president. Look at the stuff that he's done. I mean, I hate to sound so. I feel like I'm just saying like cliche things, but it's just if it was fair across the board, and all people who have done these type of heinous acts and have been. There's evidence where these things have been done. If everybody was getting, the same equal, go to jail, serve your time, then maybe. But that's not the case. So I just can't say, keep them in jail for 30 years. I just can't.
So do you feel as though in the meantime, until everything is equal on a playing field?
Why do we have to be the ones that are the example?
I mean, look, now there are others out there who are not black, who are of other races, white men in particular, who have been served the correct sentences. Yeah, it does depend upon the judge that may, push whatever sentence forward for whomever it is that committed the crime. But we get everyone in here definitely get what you're saying. But at the same time, I just feel as though we have so much destruction within our own community and of not holding some of our folks accountable to where it's just, prolonging the healing that can come about, for a lot of the stuff that we're struggling with. And one thing primarily within our community, let's be frank, is some sexual behaviors, some molestations that we like to sweep under the rug, some things that need to be brought to their attention. So this of him being held accountable, it fits and it need to stick at least for half of his, whatchamacallit. Something.
Let's look at some of these comments, child, because they're going in. Let's start from the bottom up, honey. Like, I like it. So let him. That's awful. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. Okay, so Shawana said, so let him out amongst the innocent community to find another underage victim. I don't believe people like him can be. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, exactly, Sharon. Everybody going against me, child, in the comments. Sky Blue, with her winning ass, said, you don't think that there are white criminals in jail? I never said that. I thought they weren't. I'm just saying that it's not fair across the board. We don't get fair sentences. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not fair across the board. And because of that, and also because I feel like he was a victim, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't make it right. But it's just unfair to me. I just hate it.
Because at one point, not at one point, we know that he was a victim, but yes, at one point it was brought up to him, and I believe, he talked about it. But did he try to get help? I don't know.
So there's nothing in you people that when you see this black man, I think back onto that Gayle King, maybe, I don't know. I think back on that Gayle King interview when that man was on there crying. And again, none of any of what I'm saying makes what he has been accused of right. It's just, I don't know. It just hits me differently.
No, I get it. Do you like all his songs? Do you still love his songs?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
Abso-stinking-lutely.
Yeah, definitely. No, I understand.
Abso-stinking-lutely.
So even though we talked about, him being in jail, do you feel as though that this next person should be in jail?
Good segue.
Or they could have gone to jail? You like that?
They should be in jail just for robbing a Rothschild. At least.
Okay.
Like, they already have discount pricing. I just really feel like, thank you. Hold up, time out. Let's go back. I'm sorry. Because one person in the comments said free kills. And thank you, sir, for your patriotism to the podcast. Please come back every week. We're here for you. All right, sorry. I had one person that agreed. You should not be. There's a few stores that you should not be stealing from. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Ross.
Okay.
I would dare say TJ Maxx. It's just diabolical. Does this have audio, child?
Yeah, it has audio. But then also, too, at the same time, I do want to point out, when you are a security person or if you work there, why are you risking your life to stop them from stealing stuff that they already have insurance on, especially at Ross?
At Ross.
Let's go ahead and see what Miss Mama's got going on. And play. And it's give my purse. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's my internet. Dang.
It's the internet, child.
It was raining today.
You can't give a person, man.
So if you can't see, because for some reason my internet my internet is kind of glitchy right now because it was raining. But as you can see, yes, this man, he at least had about 5 different purses that he was trying to steal. And the security guard, who is this female security guard, when I tell you she was holding on to that like she was playing tug of war for a grand prize of $10,000, she did not let that thing go.
You made a good point here, and I really want to understand, why are these security guards almost risking their life for these $19.99. What kind of listen? Because I know I see Stephanie said in the comments that that's her store. That's my store too. I truly love
Yeah, I like the
Ross.
Ross.
I love Ross. Like I'm gonna go to Ross tomorrow, right? But at the end of the that's a lie. But I love Ross at the end of the day. Why? What's a brand that Ross be selling? It's they have some interesting brands there. I'm trying to think. They always have Michael Kors.
Yeah.
They always have Guess.
Reebok. They gonna have Reebok.
You gotta
I just
steal
go there
that
for the
store.
athletic
Just
stuff.
DM me and I'll give you the $19.99 to get you some stuff because that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's crazy because you pretty much going to jail for that little amount of things that you were spent. Well, hopefully it didn't rack over $100. Or what? How much is it? Like 500 until it's felony?
Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna ask you: is it 500 considered felony, or what? It's a certain amount that's considered.
How the hell would I know?
I don't know. You got a couple of mugshots. You've been to jail a couple of times. Did we talk about this?
I've never been to prison.
Oh, okay. So everybody in this chat just forgot about the episode we had 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, and I'm still mad at Sky Blue for encouraging me to tell my truth on this public platform. And this will never be erased. Yeah, I'm just not here for it. Like, where is one place? Have you ever stolen? Have you ever shoplifted? I know somebody. You know what's crazy?
So
in these comments that I know, I can point out 3.
I almost got caught. Let me tell you what happened. This is when I was younger. I'm not gonna give you the time frame because there is somebody in the comment section that was in here with me, and I don't want.
Oh, I know.
Okay. So I went to this one mall. Mind you, I promise you, I'm from Oklahoma. You know, I don't know of all the dangerous folks out there. So, you know, I'm in college. We get to this mall. They hand me a bag. Mind you, the other 3 people that are in this store, Old Navy, or was it Baby Gap to be exact, because they needed to get some stuff for their kids. So, mind you, the 3 of them already had bags. One of them came and gave me a bag. And was like, you know, just hold it open. We're going to drop this stuff in it. At this point, I'm looking like a deer in headlights. I'm like, oh my God. You know, and then I got so nervous. So they all walked out with the bags. So I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? So I go to the counter and ask the representative. I don't know what the fuck I asked them, but I guess I thought I was trying to be inconspicuous.
By going straight to the person that works there?
Baby, when I got outside that damn store, when I tell you they laid into me, but I was nervous as hell. I couldn't even believe I did it.
Caught?
No. No, I'm saying the people that were with me was like, why did you go over there? I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I was 18, actually, 17 or 18.
I wasn't with you, right? I think I was.
I feel like you were. You was one of the people because was one of the people who start with an E and the last name end with a D?
One of the people.
And I feel like Robert. Do you remember that?
Now, why do you call his name out? I kept saying one of the people, and you called his name out. That's awful.
Oh, I think it's the chocolate wine. No, yeah, I think I had told him the story. I don't think he was involved.
Sure. I was there that day, and y'all, I was nervous too because one thing I'm not is a thief. And when I was in there putting them clothes on under my clothes, and I'm not gonna say his name, but the person in the comments was sweating and acting like he didn't know me. I was so scared. I've never seen this person in the comments sweat like that, and we had to take a long walk. A long walk. It was at Gap, from Gap to the exit.
Because you remember back, they didn't have cameras in the malls like that. They did not have cameras as far as in those stores to where, and I don't even think they had the I
think they did.
Well,
because why was Robert sweating like that?
I don't know, because I don't think that was his first time. Well, I know the others that were with me, that was like, hold on, I'm talking too much. But yeah, I done it. I done it before the accident.
Let's look at some of these comments. I feel like Robert.
Robert.
Listen, I don't see nobody named Robert in the comments, so I mean, don't make yourself look like
known. Yeah, please do not make yourself known.
Robert, because Robert was sweating, child. I do feel like Robert has stole before because the way that he was composed walking out that mall, I said, this nigga done stole before.
Okay, just like, it was just second nature and breathing. But you know.
I want to tell you this too. Well, I can't tell you that because everybody know who you are. But anyway, let's look at some of these comments. God, this is crazy. Shauna
Right.
said, I'd have let them steal. It's not hurting myself for a company. Now read that sentence, Mike. I have to make sure that I'm not
You
tripping.
will not, because I would decode it. She said, I would have let them steal if not hurting myself for a company. It not hurting my yeah. So basically, they're
That
not
makes
trying to hurt
sense.
themselves. So I get
Stephanie
it. Like,
said,
what's the point?
"Hey, exactly, Sheldon." Let's see what he said. Sheldon, who is the producer
Oh
at a big
wow,
company, said, "If the guard hurt the criminal will sue."
is that true?
But that would make him trying to stop him even that more dumber.
Yeah, like I really don't get why, because I know some places they say, or some stores that you may work at, they like just let them, just videotape them. There's like this one Walgreens or CVS that these homeless people come in and they just either steal beer, detergent, and it was something
Are you the
else.
homeless people, Mike?
No, this was something I saw online, and the lady was like, "All right, you hear such and such, because this keeps on happening. The only thing she can
Mhm.
do is just record. She can't touch them. She can't chase them out there or do nothing."
Mm.
So yeah, I don't get it.
Now, I had a good question, but this is another question. If
Mhm.
you could choose one store to shoplift from and know that you was not gonna get caught, what store
Mhm.
would it be?
Hmm. I don't know,
It's kind of a
because I
hard
like a
question,
couple of
actually.
stores. Like I like G Star. I would love to go to G Star and just
What's
rack
G
up, because
Star?
it's a brand. It's like a jean brand, but it's a clothing
Huh.
brand. But when I tell you the jeans fit me good, I would love to do that at G Star. Zara perhaps.
I
Um,
can't really answer that question.
an
You know
athletic
what?
store, a gym store, so I can get
Public
some
or
weights.
Harris Teeter.
Oh, not a Harris Teeter, but a Trader Joe's.
Trader Mike. Oh,
Yes.
that's confirmation. When I tell you, I forgot I had a box of unopened Trader Joe's almond freaking cereal. I'm about to tear up after this show.
Yeah, I need you to go ham on
I'm
that.
about to go in because I know where you gonna be. You gonna be on the toilet after drinking all that damn
Well,
chocolate.
yeah, sometimes, good
I guess it'll
sacrifice.
keep you it'll keep you regular.
Mhm.
Tank said you comparing apples to literally oranges, you know that is not the same for us. I guess that must be about
Yeah, I
our
think
boo
that's
R.
a.
Kelly child.
Hmm.
And Sheldon
Hmm.
said that if he could steal from any store, it would be Family Dollar.
For real.
That's
Well, you
interesting.
know what? I wouldn't mind doing that. Why? Because I get a lot of stuff and then I'll just resell it. Right? We come up.
From Family Dollar?
Yeah. If people shopping in Family Dollar, obviously they want the Family Dollar product. So why not go in?
I
Take the
have
stuff.
not
Well,
been
no,
in Family Dollar in so damn long. Wow.
I have. I'll go and get like they got like the soap bars. I go and get
I
some of their
used to
soap
go,
bars.
yeah. They don't
But
have a lot of them around here, but I used to go to Family Dollar all the time. But I don't go there no more.
mm-mm.
But anyway, moving right along. Now, this is somebody who actually gets on my nerves, Mike. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. DDG. DDG, stay his ass up in the spot. He to me
Yes.
is so damn thirsty. I am so
For attention.
disappointed in Haley for getting pregnant by DDG. He explains why he doesn't want to go to court over visitations over his kid with Haley. Is there audio to this?
Yeah, so just to give you a little backstory, a little bit more,
Ooh.
it was no. So with this video in particular,
Yeah.
he was complaining in how he never gets a chance, or he hardly gets a chance to spend time, with Halo. Now, my Halo looked like until his ass starts sharing Halo with everybody every
Hurts.
second, 24/7. And for me personally, sidebar, when I have a child, I'm not going to be posting them all the time. There's so many people on the internet. Their intentions are bad. I don't want
Yeah.
nobody preying on my child. Got to have them covered up. But in this one in particular, this slide, basically, he's just saying how he doesn't get a chance to see his son and da 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 da. But someone was like, "You're doing all of this capping because before your son walked, you saw a video of your son that Haley sent you showing your son walking. However, in this video clip, before that, after that, he's complaining in how the only way he found out his son was walking was like the rest of us online. Nigga, you're lying. Like
Yeah. He's a
you're
liar.
pretty much
He's
for your
like
attention. But here we go.
And so that made me happy. But Halo is walking. Like, thing is, when he started walking, I seen it. See, I don't even want to say all of that. See, but I ain't know he started walking until I went on the internet.
Disgusting.
I ain't even know.
So it's like, for me, I feel as though he already got money, and I understand you're a parent. I don't have a child. But when I understand, if you have a child, you're going to be loving on your child. You're going to want to show them and all this other stuff. But for me, I feel like it's just a whole bunch of attention that he's wanting. Haley is a prize. She more than likely moved on. You fucked up, sir. Yes, we didn't want you to get with her. But unfortunately, things happen. Stuff happen when you're young. You know what I'm saying? You learn from it. But
the question for me, I just truly want to understand what Haley saw in this man. This is no shade because I don't know him or whatever. I can just go off what he shows and what he gives online, and his actions after they have decided to no longer be together. I'm just really confused. I'm truly, truly confused when I look at her, when I look at Kiki Palmer, when I look at the other black girl that just got pregnant, or maybe she just had her baby. I'm just really confused on what the allure is of these men, that these rich black stars who are young girls get pregnant by these men, and then like clockwork, the men drop them, and now they're another statistic. And I just don't get it. Like, let that happen to like me or Jane Doe or somebody next, somebody else. These are women with so much money, so much of a future. Not saying that they won't have a future because they chose to have a baby, but that future can be a tad bit delayed. And now you're attached to this loser man for the next 18 plus years. I need to understand. And to be honest with you, I wonder if it's, just to keep it a buck, is it the sex? Like what is it? Like, is it the allure of being with a thug? Like, because these are typically good girls. What is it?
Well, let's be clear. I don't know if you saw this clip, but there was a clip with Haley, Chloe, and their mom, and I think their brother. And the question was, who will get pregnant first? And the mom automatically picked out Haley before she was pregnant, year or two before she was pregnant. So they already knew Haley was going to be that one to be. And that's the thing with them. They hood. Both of these girls, they hood. Please don't allow the beauty to act like they. Both of these girls, they are hood.
They can be hood all they want to. They can be whoever they want to be. Because here you go, coming for the black woman.
I'm not coming for them. No, I'm not coming for them. I'm just wanting you to make sure.
Compared to Haley and her sister's persona is very different. Now, we all hood and do things behind closed doors. I get that. But at the end of the day, if you put Haley career and the DDG career, it ain't the same. If you put Burna Boy career, well, and Chloe, that's kind of the same. But if you put Kiki, if you put Kiki Palmer and whoever that dude named.
Yeah, he in the military now. I think he in the Air Force.
Oh, so is my neighbor, dog. Like, but he's not getting the freaking like best black actor we got knocked up. Like, it's just crazy to me.
So I'm sorry. So that was the premises behind showing this, which was, can celebrities stop sharing all of their personal information online? And and then when people start giving their opinion, they feel a way. Something like this is, to me, is very private. So why would you want to go online and say something about visitation rights and different things? That's just crazy. Yeah,
he's thirsty. Like at the end of the day, I think he's like in his middle 20s, whatever, and I get that. I guess he's grown technically.
But they're young.
But just how the way he moves online, the way he's handled Haley in this situation. I'm sorry, I'm on the side of Haley and her sister and Kiki and the other girl. Like, I just feel like it's these men should have been red flags to you. It should have been red flags to you.
I just feel like, and I just feel like it's a learning lesson for them, for all of them. To be quite honest, they're young. They're young.
I understand what you're saying, Mike, but I feel like when we say stuff like it's a learning lesson, like, I understand they're human just like we are, but they're different than we are. Like, they have certain access and certain things that they need to think about more than what we need to think about. And I just really feel like, where are these people's like mentors and mothers? Like, even the mother saying that she would be first to get pregnant. It's not even funny. Like, it's kind of weird to me.
No, I mean, no, because I mean, if you have a couple of children and you look at them and you're like, oh, okay, I already know which one is probably going to get married first because of how they spent their childhood wanting to, play with the Barbie dolls and dun down the aisle. So you pick that person out. Then you say, oh, that one might end up, if they ain't together, they may end up spending a night in somewhere they don't need to spend. So, I mean, parents, I do feel like I'm not a parent, but I do feel like at some point they do kind of not categorize their children, but they may have an idea of what
So
certain.
not to bring this into play, right? But
Mhm.
the black community, right? So you're talking about the mama saying, "Oh," and I know I'm probably making this bigger than what it is, but the black community, the mama saying, I guess an interview where somebody asked them that question. Oh, if somebody was to get pregnant first, it would be Haley. Like, was that even a good thing or a thing to say? Like back in the day, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
no. So it was the. I'm sorry. Let me elaborate a little bit more. So it was a TikTok trend. You know how when everybody had their head down, and then that thing is like, who would be the first one that's such and such, and that's what that was. That's how that happened. But yeah, yeah. With Kiki and oh boy, I feel like they are still together. They're working it out. They're not split up, but.
But that goes to your original question. Like, they have put a lot of their personal business right there on Front Street for all of us to judge and have opinions. So it goes back to your question. Like, they're putting their mess out there for all of us to see. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to judge and have opinions, especially on these dudes who are like, where they come from? What does he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't hold a candle to these black stars.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Let me hit up some of these comments. A couple of the comments will be from the previous story in regard to who's a thief, who's not. So Tank, he puts up here, baby, I walked out with 3 outfits under me. You hear me? Okay.
I remember that sweat. Jesus.
A whole wardrobe.
Jesus.
But he said he is delivered. Shaba o ikanda show. Amen. Shauna, she said, I would never understand, bless her heart, in agreement with you, as far as in Haley being
Shauna,
in a relationship with
back
BG.
here, girl.
Because for a while, y'all were,
for a while.
Tank said he would sue and win. I'm thinking that was in regard to the security.
Yes.
Shawana, Shauna said they should go to court since there is so much drama. Like, why involve us? Like, I just don't understand it. I don't know. I come from an age, and then also too, we got to think about it. It may be a little bit different for them because they were born in the 2000s, right at 2000 or whatever. So they're coming right into the social media, the creation of it. So I guess for them, the second nature. For us, we kind of grew up. What goes on in this house?
Yeah,
stays in this house. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We need to go back. We have gotten too far removed from some of these traditions, morals, and values, and we need to get a little bit more aligned with them, child.
We really have. Tank said, when I was a manager at Family Dollar, we could only say stuff like, would you like a pair of socks with those shoes you have on your bag in your bag?
Oh my God.
We couldn't actually touch or say directly.
That's actually kind of funny.
Okay, that is kind of funny. Like, man, I know you stole, so don't act like you didn't.
My God, hilarious. And then it looks like Sheldon said, they all humans, the bread don't make them different from you and me.
Yes. I agree, Sheldon. I agree.
I don't know about that. Yeah, we're all humans, child. We all got legs and arms and stuff like that. We're not aliens. But on the other end of that, I'm not walking on the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not representing. I mean, I know it doesn't sound fair, but it does not sound fair what I'm about to say, but you know how much we went up for Haley whenever she became the first Black mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Her dreads, everything. You know how much we went up for her and championed her, and she got pregnant, child, right before the movie released, right? You know what I'm saying? It's
I think she was pregnant toward the end of it.
Yeah, she was pregnant wild, and it's just like, I understand, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. Is that how I go?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool! Oh my God,
you got it.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And that wears the crown, like, no. And I feel like when these stars are coming up, and then I'll hang it up, child, on the crown. when these stars are coming up, I feel like these are kind of conversations that whoever is managing them and their parents and their support system should be having. Like, hey, you know, you're going to be around this. You're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the conversations that we need to have. Just because we have a lot of these, like, you know, Nickelodeon stars and these other people out here turning into drug addicts and doing all kinds of stuff and having kids, it don't mean we got to.
Right, and I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you. And before we go to our next our next topic, if you can, if you're in here, please like, share, and comment. You know, by you liking, that would allow us and put us in the algorithm to be seen. So we want to be seen, right, Mel? So like if you can, subscribe if you can, share if you will. Okay.
Subscribe.
Help put us out there so we can get some notice. But speaking,
we can be the next mermaid on the Disney.
Okay,
we can be
under the sea. And speaking of heavy is the head that wears the crown, this other person struck another track star in the back of the head. But she is saying, hold on. I don't know if you haven't watched it, but she is saying that she did not do that. It looks like she hit her in the back of the head intentionally, but actually her hand, from what she's saying, when the girl was going around her, they were passing her. She said while she was in motion, her hand with the baton got stuck in the other girl's arm. So when the arm released or whatever, and she, you know, still in motion, she said when she was getting back on track to start back up speeding, that's when she hit the girl in the head by accident. So I want y'all to view this real quick and let me know if this was intentional or if it was accidental. I'm going to try to blow it up as much as I can. Oops, hold on. There we go. It's going to keep replaying. I'm going to do it one more time. Bow. Right in the back of her crown. So it fractured. One more time. Bow. But she is saying that it was accidental, but it did fracture. It did fracture. Hold on, let me switch this out. It fractured her skull.
Wow.
But she is online in the news saying it was accident. Here you go.
Virginia High School League indoor track meet that left one athlete allegedly injured after she claimed she was struck by a baton held by IC Norcom High School senior Alayla Everett. Everett spoke exclusively to 10 On Your Side's Markeisha Jackson, who brings us much more.
The young athlete in question says there's more to that video than meets the eye.
Everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right?
Alayla Everett is a decorated athlete and senior at IC Norcom High School. She would have never thought her trip to the Class 3 track and field state finals last Tuesday would take a drastic turn.
They're going off of one angle.
Alayla visibly emotional because of this video from the meet. This was a 4x200 meter relay race, and she and a Brookville High School athlete were rounding a curve on the track when they nearly collided with each other.
Okay, after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit.
It appears intentional, but Alayla says it was accidental.
But I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. I didn't have to see your first video, second video, 10 video. I know 100% that she won't do this to nobody.
Her parents outraged at the backlash. The IC Norcom relay team was disqualified, a ruling that a local USA track...
Let's just say, well, what would you do if that was your child that was struck in the back of the head?
First
what
of all,
would you do?
Laugh.
You said you'll laugh? Oh my God.
I would laugh because I'm sure it would look funny in the beginning. But then when I realized that there was an issue, I would probably, well, that's a lie. I wouldn't laugh because I'm thinking about my kids. And no, I would not laugh. Mm-hmm. But I would think that this would be something that could be an accident. That could, right? Like, it from what I'm looking at, it seems like it's something that could be a viable accident. Am I missing something here?
I don't know, Mel. Because you got on glasses. I thought they were going to help you. Look at the video one more time. Because did your prescription wear out? because baby, she drawed back and was like, "Bow," like. But she said, I mean, we obviously we weren't there, but we do see the video. But in the video, it does look like she said like this, and then she said, "Whack up," because the girl was like passing her, and already. So me running track, it makes sense, but it don't make sense. And I used to run relays.
It could be an accident, though. I don't know.
It makes sense, but it don't make sense because the motion of her arm drawing back and then hitting her in the back of the head with such force. Because if you're off balance,
as you're thinking about it happening kind of like in slow motion. But I feel like if you're running track and you're actually in the motion and maybe you're excited or whatever, maybe like you're not thinking. I don't know. I can see how this could be an accident. I guess
because
I don't know.
I guess my thing is if you're running and then it gets stuck. She said it got stuck in the back. So if it gets stuck on a person's back, they're continuing going. So by this time, even if you want to try to charge back up, like your hands are inward. So you got to extend it to hit the back of her head. So I just, as an athlete myself, I don't think it was accidental.
You're talking it through in slow motion. I feel like if it's happening all like at the same time, I could see how it could be like a thing,
Yeah, I would have tore that place up.
Maybe I do need to look closer at that child because I do feel like her tears sound and look fake, but from what I'm seeing, I don't know.
Yeah, she pretty much did that one, but yeah, the competition it's high, and then also too, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she had some recruiters.
Ooh,
as well.
That's a different story.
She got the track and the scholarships and stuff.
We want to. We have to go to. I don't. Do we have to go to the political pit stop every week?
No, we don't. Let's just skip all of that. You want to go to the squatter?
Yeah,
can we go to the squatter.
It's like and y'all let us know either in the replay or now. Like, what is talking about the political pit stop? Does that affect y'all, or do y'all come here for the news? I'm
well, actually, yes. Can we? Yes, it's going to be a quick flyby with the political pit stop. So let's go ahead and do that. Ba-da-bow. So with the political pit stop, we will not be here before you too long in this segment. But what I do want to bring to the attention are those that live in the DMV area. If you haven't heard, I'm pretty sure you have. Which was today, they have finally started getting rid of the Black Lives Matter area that was in DC. Yeah. And I'm more so upset because this was not an executive order. This was not a law to where it was something that had to happen. It was a suggestion from, I think, one of the Republicans. Not a suggestion. It was pretty much a threat. If y'all don't take it down, we're going to remove federal funding.
Right.
And my thing is, with something like this, why didn't the black mayor, who is a black woman, why did she not try to fight this? She didn't put a statement out in regard to, no, we're not going to do it. She didn't put nothing out in let's come together so we can fight this. She said, okay. And that was it. I think I'm more so upset that she didn't fight for it than I am with this being taken away because it's expected. This is America. We know what happens when it comes to the black community and our what's the word I'm looking for? Museums that are being under attack, shall I say. So I knew this was coming, but for her not to put up a fight, how do you feel about this? Do you not care? Is it okay? Or just,
So it's 100% not okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. This whole Target strike, look, left field, but this whole Target thing is really showing in my face how black people cannot stick together. This is diabolical. I feel like her ass should have said something, and the fact that she didn't, I don't know who she is, but I don't F with her. And I think this election, this administration is not only bringing out the Trump supporters, the racists, but it's also bringing out the coons. And I'm not calling this lady a coon, but the people who don't have a backbone and will not stand for anything, it's highlighting those people as well. I know that this is not related specifically to the Target situation, but I have heard a lot of Black people talk about how, I'm still going to Target. Oh, I didn't know that there was a boycott at Target. Ma'am, sir, yes, you did. It's all over everywhere. It's even on freaking CNN. You did know that, but yet you're still shopping at Target. Like, I know that sounds very small, but what a small sacrifice you can make to be with your people. So this right here, nothing surprises me anymore on either sides.
Yeah, it's not surprising, but I'm just like, man, for real, this is what's going on. Like I said, it's not an executive order. It's not some type of law. She could have fought it. She could have even, gone to a judge or tried to take this to court. Like, for real. Like, you're wanting to save money. Doe just wanted to save money, but you're spending money to take something away that wasn't even costing. It was just there. Right. And I think it's a reminder to those who are of the far right, to those who are racist. It's just a reminder that, hey, this country is still fucked up. And it's still some stuff that they need to take care of. I'm just saying, but it's just like when they look in the mirror, it's a reminder. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the mayor not, sticking up for her people in regard to this.
I do know that we were trying to scooty on out, but that one story, I don't know if we had it on here, but the fuck around and find out Trump stuff, I thought that might be a good one to talk about, because the white people are losing their benefits, and there are a lot. When I was looking at this topic and when I was looking on Google, there are a lot of stories like this where a lot of these people who voted for Trump, a lot of these people who was, women for Trump and blah, 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 Mexicans for Trump. Lord help me. That's not appropriate to say. But a lot of them have regrets because they thought that they were in a protected class. They thought that they were going to be protected, and they are fucking around and finding out.
No, they are finding out. And let me see if I can pull this up. For some reason, it's not pulling up for me. Let me try something else real quick. But that's the thing. Yeah. They're starting to find out. But then even at the same time, some of them, it's just like they don't even care still. And it's just like, because what he's doing.
Question in the comments I want to pose. Ham Musically says, so how did all the Black Lives Matter street art help us?
I mean, in the same instance, when Black Lives Matter came about, which was in regard to George Floyd, if I'm not mistaken, that was pretty much bringing attention to the injustices. Of course, that was already there. We knew of it. But I believe with this, it was more visible. It was something that you couldn't necessarily deny even when you walked by. So just the presence of, something saying Black Lives Matter, I feel as though it was a conversational piece that allowed, pretty much the conversation to still go on what needs to be done. I mean, that's how I feel that it kind of contributed. It contributed in other ways as well. But I mean, that's what
I wonder if you know what I'm about to say. So this to me, again, another left field parallel to this. It takes me back to the conversation of Kendrick Lamar. And, how everybody was going up because he was up there dancing and Karina was up there tap dancing with her, her outfit on or whatever during the Super Bowl. And it's like, oh my God, we're so excited. Black people won. But to me, when I see this comment from him saying, how did the Black Lives Matter street art help us? I hear what you're saying, Mike. I totally agree. But it's just once again, these little symbolisms, that can easily be taken away. And we're thinking, oh my God, we have some graffiti on the wall or on the street, whatever. So, it's just always very just low hanging fruit to me. So I don't know. I think it's.
But it's like, why would it be considered graffiti?
I think I'm sorry. I think that because I didn't want to forget what I was about to say. I think I forgot it anyway.
No, I was just gonna say, why would it even be considered graffiti? I mean, I get what y'all are saying. I don't know. For me, when it comes, even if it's the smallest thing, even if it's something, that's not like a big spotlight, it's something that's out there that's starting a conversational piece. So
But we had a conversation, child. We've been having a conversation for 15 damn 100 years. Like we
bro, honestly,
and that's what I was about to say. I'm about to say when it comes to this whole damn like Target movement, that's why this Target boycott is so important, because one thing that my honorable pastor Jamal Bryant said is that, fuck these conversations, excuse my language, but it's like the bottom line is a damn dollar. When they start seeing their pockets be affected, that's when they want to have conversations. That's when, you look back at the Montgomery bus boycott, back in the 60s or whatever.
That was a movement, right?
The only thing that moved people to chorus,
was that a movement?
Not niggas up there dancing and singing on stage. It's
no,
not giving
hold on, let's go back. So that was a movement, right? The Montgomery boycott, correct?
I see you getting angry, so do not go.
No. That was a movement, just like Black Lives Matter was a movement. So with that being an indicator to remind you, yes, this was pretty much a movement that has started. So for me, that was just as monumental as, say, for instance, one of the black historical monuments or museums, because it was a reminder of a movement. But also too, to go back to like the Kendrick thing, it was more of put on your listening ears than actually watch somebody do a two-step down a field. So for those who decided for those who decided that, in order for them to get information, they needed visual. Unfortunately,
what visual?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was, even though the visual was there, it was more so putting on your listening ears. But for some reason, some people don't like to listen.
The people who need to hear this, they don't even know what he's saying. He's talking too fast.
But that's the thing. You can go back and take the time to research it.
A white supremacist going to be like, let me go back and play this.
Not a white supremacist, but at the same time, there are teachers who scrap their whole lesson plan to actually have their kids study all of what was talked about, especially the 40 acres and a mule. And I do have TikToks that I did post myself of teachers stating that they did that to themselves. So if you want to go see my TikTok, Simba's Lounge, please tune in. But
here's my cash out.
Okay, but it is making a difference. It's just because you don't see it, or I'm not talking about you specifically or whoever may be watching this episode. It is happening, and changes are actually being made. It may not be made at lightning speed, or you may not see it, but it's happening behind the scenes. Like even this one little girl, she came home, told her mother, and said, "Hey, my teacher scrapped our lessons plan, and we learned about 40 acres and a mule." That in itself right there, that's good. That's good in itself, because she's going to tell that story to one of her other white friends who didn't know this information. No, for real.
Be in a huddle talking about 40.
No, but we do have some white people, that are interested in knowing. Not all white people are going to dismiss exactly.
They already have an interest.
That's not true. You're not going to be interested until you actually be confronted with the information to know that this is something that you want to know. So how can somebody also to be interested in something if it's not even
everywhere you look, child?
If it's never presented to them, how can they actually be interested in it? How is it not
presented to them? Look at the news.
Depending upon who their parents are, depending upon their household and the information that they're actually fed, no, not all this information is always given to them. So for them to actually see this on a world stage that they never talk about, but now they're being forced to talk about it because their teachers, A, is making them learn about it. And then also, two, the other white child that may want to know about it.
Little kids can make no decisions. Like, what does a little kid having homework have
little kids will surprise you. And I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure your children surprised you at one point with information they probably knew that you probably, why did you even pay attention to that? But so much is going on right now to where we do have kids that are smart enough to understand what's going on. So if we can get them while they're young, why not?
Okay, I don't see the issue. This 8-year-old that we're getting while we're young, we have 4 more years. Like,
But let's say at 10 years old, when I was growing up, my father made me sit down and read the Black Encyclopedia and do reports. So I still remember those times and those reports that I did. So kids are impressionable, and you got to start young. Why not? That's what I'm saying.
We're doing apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, okay, that's great. Mm-hmm. Some teachers made it a homework assignment. What is that going to do for Black people right now?
See, and that's the thing. So either you do want your information explained to those that it's not getting there so we can get better in this country, or you don't. It's just like, you got to take these wins. Not all of these wins are going to be
Kendrick
so
Lamar
monumental.
Rapping on stage is a win. How is that a win?
So for him, actually, number one, let's take it back because it was a win. Because a hip hop star solo never done this by themselves on that big stage.
It was a crumb.
So that's
another
good
crumb
in itself. And then also too, for him to say the things that he stated. Come on, that's a win.
Child, I'm black and I didn't even know half the shit he was saying. Like I couldn't even understand it. To be honest with you, I'm keeping it a buck. Like I don't think it's giving what y'all think it gave. Like
no, it's not given because you don't want to receive it.
NWA, child. A great. Okay, our first black person. You know, black people in music, child. We gonna.
But no, see now you're trying to minimize the art of rap. No, now you're trying to minimize the art of rap. You can't minimize.
While low key, if you want to parallel it and align it, like slaves are out there.
See,
while the white
now you trying to minimize rap,
getting paid for these black men out here running on a field. I mean, come on, like,
is that how you really view that whole thing?
Whatever, that don't do nothing for me.
That's how you really view that whole thing, and now you're minimizing rap and actually what it brought into our community.
How am I minimizing rap?
About what you were just saying a few moments ago, sitting here trying to downplay rap and talking about just because they got up there and they're just, you can't do that. Come on, that's part of the community.
I'm literally saying what happened. I'm literally saying, okay, Kendrick Lamar, we've had several black people rap.
Hold on, we need to do the ding, ding, ding.
Whatever. The past several performers have been black performers, and at the end of the day,
we at? Okay, there we go. But no, look, we can agree to disagree. I take the small wins, even if they don't seem as big as you would want them. Yes, there could be a little bit more things that's more impactful.
Small wins.
No, we do have some big wins as well.
Like what?
I'm not going to go through this list.
Because you can't name one.
No, not that I can't name it. It's because you can't sit here and act like we don't have any big wins here and there.
Okay. Mike, I what you're saying, and I don't want I don't want it to seem like I'm like, oh my God, whatever. But I just feel like it, in my personal opinion, it didn't give what y'all think it was given because our rapper was up there rapping. I mean, it's great. We have been rapping for these people. Playing the violin.
I get it. Oh, hold on. So because it is 9:23, not trying to cut you off.
I need my cereal, child.
So I'm not gonna go to the Squatter. I really want to go to the Squatter. You want to go to the Craig and TS? Or no? You don't want to do that one?
It's 122.
120, huh? No, you don't want to do that one? Too much?
I don't know. We can.
Okay, yeah. Let's do this one. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So for those
story, guys, since I had to eat him up on the political pit stop, now he want to come up here, child, and talk about Tamar Braxton.
She did not eat me up on a political pit stop. But no, so this one is something that I just saw recently in regard to Craig and Tamar getting into it at one of the shows at Fag Talk in New York. I think it was this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And at the function, Tamar is calling, quote unquote,
at the function.
At the function, Tamar is calling Craig out for, I guess, whatever he must have said on the show. And some people are saying that, she took it too far. She shouldn't have did what she did. She could have waited behind closed doors. But let's hear the audio to this and let me know what you think in this situation.
Because you hold my feet to the fire about giving my opinion about how I feel about things, but then you get on this platform and say what the fuck you want to say, and then you want.
I'm just trying to see.
My sister holds me accountable about my opinion when you're doing the same thing, and I'm just confused about that.
Okay, well, let me clarify some things for you. He's about to clarify.
No, I'm tripping.
No,
because it is good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But the difference is I'm the nominated one.
She's talking about, I guess, how she was Emmy nominated. What's going on with this?
I'm literally doing that so I can see that.
Oh, you're trying to see the screen? Oh my God.
Come on, Kurt.
Can you hear it though?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make out what she's saying. Here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on that. My first thought, without being graceful or without being whatever, or without being nice, is that Tamar, she's talking about being Emmy nominated, but she's out here arguing with somebody who got a podcast. And at the end of the day, great. You know, we all have podcasts. That's really great. But at the end of the day, I just feel like she always comes from up here, down here to argue and to be almost like she's giving drunken hood rat in the audience. And it's like, your sister is Toni Braxton. You know what I'm saying? You're freaking Tamar Braxton. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever her last name is. So at the end of the day, it's like, this is beneath her. This is beneath her, number one. Number two, I feel like she looks stupid. I feel like she sounds stupid and she sounded drunk. And I don't know what he said. Now, I will say, I don't know what he said. If I had to guess, I don't think he said anything that warranted her response. But I'm just not here for it. And I love me some Tamar.
Yeah, not like that. The response that she was given, she was trying to dig. She pretty much said, I don't understand. We're doing the same thing, but I'm the Emmy nominated one. So I'm not for sure why she had to throw that out there. But then also too, she kept on saying, girl. Yeah. Now, let me say this for those out there who are allies of the community. When it comes to gay men, not all of us like to be called girl. Like, some of us may be okay with it, with a couple of our friends. Like, even my friend group, no, I can't stand it. However, Robert does it so much. That's just in his vocabulary. I just allow him to go ahead and just, because there's been times that I said it to him because he was saying it so much to me. But other than that, like, I really don't like it. It irks my soul. So when she kept on saying that to him, because he was like, hey, now look, you starting to cross the line, and she just kept on digging and digging.
But she was using it as a derogatory. She wasn't using it. I feel like sometimes whenever like straight women or whatever say that to the community or whatever, I feel like they're doing it as a term of endearment. I feel like hers, and even either way, like, you should have a rapport with somebody before you even come out of pocket and say that and understand
that
they're okay with that. But at the end of the day, I feel like she was giving with the energy of belittling and trying to play his face, and that's what I didn't like that.
She always plays victim. My thing is, Tamar, you have a beautiful voice, but number one, you are not that Braxton. So for you to come off and keep going like you do all the time, putting yourself in the mess that you put yourself in, because every single time it's a situation with her, it's drama that she initiated. Whether or not, if she didn't initiate it, for some reason, she find a way to keep it going so it could keep that chatter. And it's like, man, you got this iconic album. Let's be clear, that album that she put out, that's the iconic album. But people aren't knowing you for that now. It's just like, we know you for your mess versus your gift that you were given. So it's like, at some point, you got to understand the problem is you.
Right.
So, especially with the men that she going through, like, I've seen some of those men and they seem like they could have been eligible bachelors. They look good, had, stuff going for themselves. But something.
When it comes to Tamar, and when it comes to her and the LGBTQ community, sometimes I get kind of confused. I know she has a lot of friends who are a part of the LGBTQ community, and I've heard people say over the years that she's truly not an ally and that she uses a lot of these people to rob them of their culture, like some of their sayings. She uses people to, like, I don't know, like almost as a prop. Now, I know that her and James, I can't think of the guy's last name, but James, what's his name? One of her best friends.
Chanel, James Chanel.
Yeah. One of her best friends, I believe he is a part of the LGBTQ community. And I do believe that they're genuinely friends. Yeah. But and then as I'm saying this out loud, I think it also could be a case of she's so closely tight with them that she feels like she's gives like she can say certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree on that. She just she has to be mindful. She just can't just be out there just saying whatever because she is quote unquote an advocate or supposedly of that community. But to go off of what you said, that's how I felt about the first couple of seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why I didn't mesh so well when it came to Nene, when it came to, it was one other person, because to be quite honest, yes, Nene got the clapbacks and all the, the sayings and stuff like that. But let's be real. She was getting some of that stuff and some of those wordings. And I felt like she was using some of the gay folks in the first couple of episodes as props and as influence to get your little sayings, to get your little clapbacks. And now all of a sudden she's the queen of clapbacks. She's the queen of, Real Housewives of Atlanta and everything else. So that's always been my issue when it came to Nene. Does she have, and I know of people that are friends with her and they speak of, in high regards of her, maybe in this situation and maybe in this situation, with how I'm viewing Nene, maybe I would have to be their friend in order to understand them. But from the outside looking in, I don't care for Tamar at all. I really don't care for her. I like her vocals, but she is too wishy-washy for me, and she just like the pity party and want people to feel sorry for her all the time. Now, if he would have called her ass a Muppet Baby and went and started off like that, then he would have been wrong. He would have been wrong.
That's awful, Mike. You just wanted to say that.
I mean, but he was saying it. I mean, he was thinking it. So I might as well have said it over this podcast. I mean, truthfully, it is what it is.
Well, let me play devil's advocate because I have a lot of friends that are a part of the community, and the friends that I have now, more say aren't as, and I don't want to use the wrong word, but the friends that I have now aren't as, what's the word? Animated, I'll say, as some of the friends that I've had in the past. But when I would have been around some of my more animated and more like free, calling each other girl, bitch type situations, when I'm around them, I could like that particular energy of them. For me personally, their energy is so much fun, and I can see how a person could get caught up in it and, PC and, saying things that maybe they shouldn't say goes out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm just thinking of like situations I've had where I have been around people within the community and they are more whatever than me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we're giving it back and forth. I'm looking at them and I'm not even seeing. I'm just seeing another girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And it's just giving that kind of energy. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I could see how a girl could possibly. I'm trying to think of somebody like who is somebody who's kind of like on the flamboyant side.
No, I get exactly what you're saying, especially when I had those conversations, even with, say, for instance, my aunt, my sisters, or whomever, they may slip up and say, like, oh, I'm sorry, Mike, I'm sorry. So that stuff, I mean, I definitely understand. And like you said, if you got that rapport with the community and the ones that you're socializing with, then by all means, that's fine. But it was more so why I felt a certain way is because she was taking it as a dig, like you pretty much pointed out. She was using it as a dig versus, that regular conversation. So
but you know why? And I'm not trying to defend her, but I'm trying to like think. I'm trying to get inside her head. She probably used that. She probably felt so damn comfortable to use it as a dig because she's around a lot of that community, so she feels welcomed. Maybe too welcome. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's true. I get that. And some of them probably ain't checking her.
James being her best friend, the way he is, he need to come at her. T.S. Madison and her are very close. Like maybe she need to come at her because this has been a reoccurring issue. I feel like with her,
Tamar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wish Madison allowed him. Because he could have, but she kept on saying, hold on, wait a minute. Just to be off there. I feel like, I wish he would have went in.
She's kind of in the middle because she's friends with both of them.
But that was the last topic.
Well, y'all, we had a whole 3-hour show.
Okay.
Right?
I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't supposed to go that long.
Mike, the way I'm about to tear up this motherfucking like when this show ends, I'm sorry, you can cut the damn outro out. I'm about to turn these lights off. I'm about to put these rolls back in my hair. I was gonna record another show. No, I'm about to eat this cereal.
I made some spaghetti, so I'm gonna eat my spaghetti I made.
You be cooking, don't you?
Yes. When I say I be down there cooking.
I made for dinner for Bailey. And I ate it too, but I made chicken thighs, barbecue chicken thighs, mashed potatoes, and Brussels sprouts.
Come on, man. I love me some Brussels sprouts.
Me too.
You know what you should do one day? Take the Brussels sprouts, cut them in half, get some cheese, push it on there, put it in the we got to put a little olive oil on it, put a little sea salt on there, a little pepper, and then put it in the oven. And then you have your little Brussels sprout cheese, bites. You can dip it, get a little sauce, so you can take them off and just dip.
So I will say I didn't cook the Brussels. Jason did. However, I have another bag. These are the ones that are kind of shredded from Trader Joe's. So tomorrow I'm gonna cook these to be a little bit more crispy and put some Parmesan cheese on it and some balsamic vinaigrette, child. Ooh.
You should. Chef's kiss.
Oh, this cereal. I wish I could just run to the kitchen and show y'all this box of cereal. I'm gonna tell you how good this box of cereal is. I'm about to eat it. It is the vanilla almond cluster cereal from motherfucking Trader Joe's. Ugh.
Yes.
If I go in there and my shit gone, I tell you, y'all will see me on the news. I just thought about that.
No, we don't want to see that happen. But any last words?
But don't say last
just in case
words.
Before we get you on the news. Right.
Look, I think this was a great conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed. I was talking to Stephanie in the comments. I'm not sure if she's still here, but she was just she was talking to me about how great the show is and how great our dynamic is. And I just wanted to say thank you to her publicly because it's just really good to hear. We put a lot of work and a lot of effort into these shows, into these topics, and it's only up from here. Make sure you guys like and comment and share. And we love you guys. Musically, Stephanie, Shawana, Sky Blue, Tank. Am I missing anybody for commenting? Grown Men Talking, Kool-Aid. I saw somebody in there called Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid? Come on, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, any and everybody who was in here commenting. The comments and the likes are what help us move up in the algorithm with all the really huge, more established shows. So that's why we're always kind of ODing on, hey, comment, like, and y'all likes and comments help keep the lights on.
Okay. Yes, God. We need you. Stay true to yourself and stay true to yourself. That's pretty much about it.
All right, guys. Mike, just a heads up. I'm going to actually close this computer after I go so I can eat my cereal. Thank you, guys. Make sure you tune in on Thursday, and we will see you.